Solutions to try at 1.49. We have an absolute value inequality. I'm going to solve it algebraically, and then if I feel motivated, I'll confirm my answer graphically at the end. Okay, so what I want to do when I'm solving an absolute value inequality is first change it into an absolute value equality. And what I mean by that is just change this less than or equal to sign into an equals to sign. And the reason I want to do that into an equal sign, I guess. And the reason I want to do that is because these are easier to solve than these are. I can solve these. The way you solve it is by first isolating the absolute value. So divide both sides of the equation by -2. And then once you have the absolute value symbol isolated, think about what would make this a true statement. If this k minus 4 thing were equal to 3, I'd have a true statement, because if this were a 3 right here, the absolute value of 3 equals 3. If this k minus 4 thing were equal to -3, I'd have a true statement. Because if this were -3, the absolute value of -3 equals 3. So I have these two equations which I can solve. Add 4 to both sides of the equation. Over here you get 7, over here you get 1. This is not the answer to this, but this will allow me to figure out the answer to this. My next step is to draw this number line. K, for some reason, is 1 and 7. That divides my numbers up into 3 different regions. And all I have to do is test numbers from each of the 3 regions. So from region 1, which is all the numbers less than 1, I'm going to arbitrarily pick x equals 0. I guess not x, but k equals 0. And see if that works. Plug that into the original equation. -2 times the absolute value of 0 minus 4. Question: is that less than or equal to -6? I don't know. 0 minus 4 is -4, and the absolute value of -4 is +4. And -2 times +4 is -8. And -8, in fact, is less than or equal to -6. So yes, that's true. What that means is all of the numbers in region 1 are solutions. Let's test region 2. Pick any number. Pick a number, any number between 1 and 7. Pick some weird fraction or decimal if you feel like it. I don't feel like it. I'm gonna pick 4. Let's see what happens. -2 times the absolute value of 4 minus 4. Question: is that less than or equal to -6? No, it's not less than or equal to -6, because this is 0. Absolute value of 0 is 0. 0 times anything is 0. 0 is not less than or equal to -6. 0 is actually greater than -6. So these are not solutions. So I don't want region 2 in my solution set. What about region 3? Now it's hard to see that there was a 1 here. Sure. Region 3. Pick any number you want that's greater than 7. Any number you want. I don't know, 14. Is it true that -2 times the absolute value of 14 minus 4 is less than or equal to -6? Is that a true statement? It is a true statement. I'll show you why. 14 minus 4 is 10. The absolute value of 10 is 10. And 10 times -2 is -20. And -20 is less than or equal to -6. So what that means is region 3 also contains, my solution set also contains region 3. And now you just have to check one more thing. Do you want the endpoints or not? Well, in this case, I want this thing to be less than or equal to -6. I found out that it was equal to -6 at these 2 points, at these 2 endpoints. So I do want to include these guys. So my answer will be all the numbers from -infinity all the way up to 1, including 1. And then also all of the answers from 7 up to +infinity, including 7. Note that you never include -infinity and infinity because they're not numbers, they're concepts. That ends this section.